Hi, I'm Thomas Anglero, IBM's Nordic Director of Innovation. And I've been asked to inspire you, really to just wake you up about everything that's going on in technology, especially in artificial intelligence, here in Norway, around the world. The time is now to innovate. The time is now to get going. So I'm going to give you some stories, some examples to show you what's been happening while we've all been locked down in our homes, but the technology hasn't. So let's start this journey. I'm sure most of you have heard this big news. Amazon's here. Amazon will be in Sweden this fall. So pretty much set your clock to about 100 days and counting down. And 100 days from now, the biggest retailer in the world, the retailer who's perfected their business model and technology in the United States, in Germany, France, Australia, and they win every time. No government can stop them, no business can stop them. And they're in Sweden. Now, let's take this into account. A lot of businesses in Norway have moved their warehouses to Sweden to cut down on costs. Who's going to be based in Sweden now? Amazon's here in less than 100 days. And by the way, a lot of Norwegians tell me a lot of stories. You know, from other towns because of the big mountains and the fjords. Behind drones and the AI that runs drones in the city of Seattle. They got it to go around all the skyscrapers. So let me tell you, when I say they're coming, they're coming. Think about it. Let's look at this next one. This is really interesting. The OpenAI Foundation is a foundation of companies all contributing their information, their resources, their time to the development of AI openly, for free. And you probably heard of their number one leader, the most famous representative, runs a little company called Tesla, Elon Musk. This is what he contributes his a lot of technology to. Their service, their AI is called GPT, and is up to their third version. That's why it's called GPT-3. And version 3 was made available to the pounding that home. The amazing thing about it is, you know, OpenAI is the entire internet. Their software, their AI reads, listens, learns. You know, YouTube, there's over 10,000 videos uploaded to YouTube every minute. It's consuming all that information. It's consuming information happening all over the world all the time. And then people like me and you and your company could use it, and all you do is you write it a question. So let's look at a funny story that happened. This just happened the other day. A student at the University of Berkeley said, let me ask GPT-3, the OpenAI software, what happens in the world of technology and security? Just tell me what's going on. GPT-3 gave him a reply, and he thought he would get maybe a sentence or a paragraph. He got back a whole article. He took the article and he posted on one of the top security websites called Hacker News. It ended up being the #1 article on Hacker News. Now, Hacker News is a website that all the top security experts in the world go to. They consider this a top resource for security information. They chose it as the #1 article. Do you understand that the information that this AI is able to generate, that the top security experts in the world named it as #1? It was legible, it was understandable, it was articulate. Let's give you another example. Or let me show you a little bit more in AI technology. I'm just going to keep on teasing you. A lot of you out there might be lawyers. Now, the other day I had a friend of mine, Harold. He came over to my house. He's a lawyer. He's a tax lawyer. And well, Harold's a little bit boring, but he admitted it. Lawyers are very conservative. And even in this world of conservative lawyers, 2 years ago, an Israeli startup company called LawGeeks, they launched an AI service, and they said that it's better than a lawyer. And as you can see on this slide, it actually beat in the competition lawyers in terms of contractual law, looking at a contract and who could get the most information out of that contract, who could come out with the best final contract to give to the client saying, this is an excellent contract to go forward with your business deal. What is relevant to Norway is that just last week, Dagens Næringsliv wrote an article saying that during the times of COVID, the legal industry, the most conservative industry in Norway, had started to get in his own war because there's not enough business going around. And they started to compete on price, and the price started to drop. And this isn't without the influence of AI. This AI has already been proven to be better than lawyers, And this company has 200 of the top law firms in the United States using their software. And in Norway, we're competing with each other, and now here comes AI. Do you understand? Even in this vertical, this industry vertical of lawyers, which is conservative, that is even being disrupted. Do you understand? The time is now. Now, if I haven't gotten your attention, let's try this one. Two attractive women, yes? These women are two of the top models in the world. The woman on the left, her name is Shadu, and the woman on the right, her name is Michaela. Guess what? They're not real. They're AI. They're CGI drawings. And yet they're the top models in the world. But let's take it one step further. Shadu was just named by Vogue magazine as one of the top models in the world. She's utilized by companies, corporations, in their marketing campaigns. She even does runway walk shows. She wears all their designer clothing. And what they realize is, if you're a normal model, you have to fly them someplace in the world. They usually get sick. They need to take breaks. They need to eat. But this doesn't. It's always perfect. Now, you might think this is like, what is this? This means nothing? This means everything. This means that corporations, the biggest corporations in the world, are choosing AI. And by the way, you could interview her. She could talk. And they're choosing AI to be the future of their brand. And this has been going on for quite some time. Let me take it one step higher. Michaela is also a model, but she's also a singing artist. You can check it out. She is in top demand. She has over 2 million Instagram followers. And AI. And she shoots music videos. And in the music videos, she's on demand by the top artists, top music producers in the world. There actually is a waiting list to shoot a music video with her. And she doesn't stand there. She's dancing. She's grooving. She's doing everything. Do you understand the shift that has happened? While we've been locked in our houses with COVID, while we've been in Norway saying, things tar tid, the world has continued to go. Disruption is happening everywhere. And all of a sudden, our kids and maybe our friends are following people like Michaela. And she has 2 million followers, and she's an influencer. By the way, corporations have to pay this AI when they want to market their stuff. I mean, it makes my head spin. But this is the world that we're in, and this is why you need to act now. I hope I got your attention, and I hope you got you to think, to start acting, because this is not what's coming, this is here. You have Amazon, you have lawyers, you have the AI with clothing, modeling, all these business verticals. Think about it. You put it all together, Leeton, Norway is not so little anymore. It's dead center of disruption, especially in technology. If you need assistance, me, our CTO, Luke Vettenberg, who you saw earlier today or later today during this conference, my colleague Stein here, who is at the Media Center Bergen, we're here to help you. And most importantly, one big thing at IBM, we know that most of you have family. So we understand when you're at work, you're working. And when you're home, you're a family person. We take care of that too. IBM, we offer AI classes and lessons for kids, students and teachers, kids starting from kindergarten all the way up. So we have classes to educate them on AI. So your child, your children, your family and friends are not left out from this wave. So if you and your company need help, come to us, we'll help you out. If your family needs help, we'll help you out as well. I'm Thomas Anglero, and I truly hope I've inspired you. And I got you not just to think, but to do, because it is happening, or it has happened. But IBM, we're here to help you. So thank you very much.